Hello! Welcome to Bad End Theater. Yes, yes. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, and if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to the YouTube bot. I hope you're doing good. Welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing well myself. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready to stream. And yeah, today we have this really cool game called Bad End Theater. It's kind of like a visual novel, kind of like an RPG-esque type element, or elements here and there. Beautiful menu theme, yeah, it is. It is quite beautiful. Hello Atlas, by the way, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm super pumped to be playing this game. And yeah, I like that it's like a graphic novel or like a visual novel type situation, because I gotta use the voices. I can make different voices, and I like that. Also, Pinksdoll is here with me. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Also, quick reminder, everyone, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, you can do that today. Or you can, sorry, you can do that right now if you want to. I also have YouTube and Discord server. So, and it's also free for everyone to join. And the VC is also open. Gosh, I can't speak today. I don't know why. I'm sick today, but doing okay. Oh, I hope you get better, Atlas. I hope you get better. I was feeling a little under the weather as well myself a little while ago, but I'm feeling good now, and yeah, I'm ready to stream. Anyways, let's go right ahead and get right into the game, because I really want to check this out. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Okay. I already toggled some of the settings here just to make sure the audio was fine, but yeah. Content warning, by the way, as the game says, there's a blood, gore, violence, strong language, all that good stuff. So yeah. It says, notice, if you choose to enter Bad End Theater, you will witness many scenes of violence, murder, and death. Despite this dark subject matter, the overall tone of my story is meant to be lighthearted. Ow! Why you bonk me? Why you bonk me in the middle of me reading the notice? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, is this... Why is it not showing? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't showing. Apologies there. Despite this dark subject matter, the overall tone of my story is meant to be lighthearted, not too graphic and never lingering too long in any particular misery. With that said, please exit the theater if you ever feel overwhelmed by despair. My intention is not to harm, but to entertain. I hope you'll enjoy the show. Signed, your playwright. Alright. Yeah, I think... Hold on. I think I have to change some settings, because for some reason it's not showing the right thing here. I might just hide this and put this one. There we go. Got you with an unexpected bonk. You certainly did there, Atlas. Alright, let's see. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, now it's working. Cool. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. By the way, just a quick, aside from this, I'm probably gonna be splitting this into different parts depending on how long it is. It's probably gonna be a little long, or at least longer than I think it's gonna be. Because, I remember playing, back in the day, playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I should play that on the channel, but I haven't. I remember thinking like, oh wait, is this gonna be done? When is it gonna be done? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try to just like stop whenever I feel like it's appropriate, and whenever I feel like the stream has gone on for long enough. And yeah, we might continue later. Hello Tenchi, welcome to the stream. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Today we're playing Bad End Theater. You caught me right as we are starting here. Oh, hey, there's Shark. Say hi, Shark. Oh god, your PNG is here. Wait, I thought I hid your PNG. That's so weird. Oh, wait, no. I got another one. Yeah, you're always there. It's alright. It's all good, though. Sounds fun? Yeah. It's like a visual novel style RPG situation, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Right. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this on one sitting. Probably not. And if we need to do another one, we'll do it. I don't know how long this stream's gonna go for, because tomorrow I will actually start college. It'll be my first college day of the year. So, wish me luck. Yeah, because of that, I might have to end the stream a little bit earlier than usual, because I gotta go to sleep earlier. But, either way, I'm just here to have fun and get to as long as we can. Right. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Oh, you gotta pick the little devil guy, right? The demon doll. Yeah. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce looking guy, just minding your own business. Alright. How would you interact with the human doll? Oh. Attack it, wick it, or play nice? No, I'm gonna play nice. I'm a nice demon. You try to make friends with a human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. Oh my god. Okay. Well, you found your very first bad ending. But don't worry, the story need not end there. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay, I can still pick the demon doll, though. But I'll do what they say. Let's play from another perspective. What will happen next? Okay. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? I'm still gonna play nice, just because I wanna stick to my principles here, just at the beginning. Maybe if we have to diverge at some point with that path, we'll do so, just to get the other endings, but for now we'll play nice. You and the demon doll are able to set aside your difference and become friends! See? Why? This isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose. That plays pacifist run, yeah, basically. I wanna know, you know, after playing Undertale, I'm always curious about that, you know, if there's some sort of like extra mile that you can do in order to get like a better ending. But that's just me. You know, you play however you feel you're comfortable with, you know. These behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Alright, yeah. So now we can like pick who we want to play as and then pick the other option, right? Oh, wait, no, I have to pick the option first. Okay. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Well, another ending is to attack it then. So yeah, that's what I meant. You kill the demon doll in cold blood. How ruthless. Okay. I guess that ending we already got, but from the other perspective. So let's reset the stage. So now we're both gonna be hostile, okay? Both of them are gonna be hostile, and we're gonna play from the demon doll perspective. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just mind your own business. Okay? Yeah, we'll both do it. You both attack each other at once and die together. Nice. End tutorial. Okay. So yeah, we can still, you know, screw around with this. I think, yeah, this is the other one that we haven't seen. Which is just the demon, yeah. You kill the human doll in cold blood. Okay, cool. Right, I'm done. Do you understand how to play? Yeah, for the most part. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Alright, so these are our main characters, huh? You are the hero, you are a maiden, you're an underling, and you're the overlord. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay, this is for the tutorial. Okay. Bad end. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, okay, these are spoilers. Okay. This might be useful later when we have more endings, but for now, I think we're just gonna play things out. Let's just be the hero and see what we get. Maiden, Elden Ring meme true. Maidenless? Maidenless? You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped. This guy's playing Elden Ring. And it's likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Yeah, it's an Elder, right? Who even puts a village next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople though. You are born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. I'm probably gonna die here, okay? Full disclosure. Oh wait, I can flee and just slaughter them. Do I want to be a coward? No, I don't want to be a coward. Dutiful, okay. Let's slaughter the evil creatures. It's my fate. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. Alright, I feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Okay, this time I'm not being a coward, so I'll ask diplomatically if I can be let in. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with a suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. You haven't had the chance to wash up yet. Oh no! Bad choice. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. Alright. I guess that was determined. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. The Overlord appears, demanding that you know what the hell you're doing, murdering all her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. Damn, yeah, this guy's an Elden Ring player. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces, the Overlord has fallen. Well,
She was the maiden all along.
Was she? Wait, was she? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the ending is. It's probably gonna be a bad one, considering the name of this game, but you breathe a sigh of relief. Kind of fun, seems like D&D-ish. Yeah, that is true. That's very kind of like, yeah, the roleplay D&D-ish type thing. But your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Maidenless, the maidenless ending. No. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world. But what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone in the midst of the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains. Oh, and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Maidenless ending. Failed hero. Oh, this is the first ending then. Okay. No maidens? True, no maidens? Hold on. Wait, I got the emote. I got the emote. Here. Here. No maidens? There you go. Okay. So let's reset the stage then. Alright. So we got the dutiful. Okay, I will try to unlock these first, like, I guess behaviors, right? So maybe I have to control the maiden, right? Because there was no maiden. So maybe I can prevent this from happening. And maybe the hero can be dutiful and just, like, you know, save the maiden instead. Let's see. No maidens? True. Okay. Well, now I am the maiden, okay? You're a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you're fated to be captured by the overlord one day, because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You are in church. Oh my god. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. An underling? This character I think we've seen before on the character selection. Shout for a hero to come save you or introduce yourself. I think if we want to go with the route of like, we get saved, maybe, but like, this is too early in the story. Okay, let's see. You yell, but a hero does not come. Oh no. Oh no! The demon suddenly jumps to you and starts biting a lot! How painful! This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why do you go looking for trouble? You're in anger or anything, of course. This was all your fault. Oh my god, I can't speak, sorry. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. No maiden. And consumed. Sorry. That's why she wasn't there, because she was eaten by the freaking underling.
Brutal.
We are getting insight. Okay, let's reset the stage. Okay. Kind of want to unlock the other one. I forgot that we were trying to do the behaviors, so I'm gonna try to be polite this time, because I really want to know what happens here. Okay, well, we saw all of this, so we're just gonna very carefully skip ahead. Okay, introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you are mating from the village. Oh, what? That changes nothing! Hello? What? Okay, well, I guess we need to unlock more of the story. Alright. But at least we got the behavior thing, so let's reset the stage. Now we can be the underling and prevent the underling from eating the maiden, right? We're onto something here. You're a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off of her throne. You only wanted to... Oh, hello, who's here? Oh, hi, Sharky, or I guess should I call you Shadow? Right, Shadow?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay. I'll call you Shadow then, just to not be confused.
How's it going, guys?
Doing alright. This is gonna be a pretty dialogue-heavy game, so if you want to interject, please let me know, but like, try not to if you don't feel like it's too important, okay?
No, it's all good.
Alright.
I was gonna play Hades anyways.
Okay. Okay.
How's everyone's day going right now?
Doing alright. We're in the middle of the playthrough, but yeah. Thanks for joining, by the way. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Yes, let's overthrow her. Fuck authority. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest that maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Oh. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Sneak out of the castle to have some fun. Change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Oh. Okay, I think we already did the first, at least like the first unlock. So this time, just to not consume her, I guess, we'll hear her out. You're in a good mood today, and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Okay, so this is another branch. Here we go. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden. Sorry, anyone gonna say something?
No.
No? Okay. The Overlord asks you where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even consider overthrowing her. Why would you say that? What? No. She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh god. Now what? Oh no. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. He messed up, he did. He did. His choices. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Avenge your fallen comrades. Yes. Oh, I'm probably gonna die, but whatever. Who does this guy think he is? Coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac. What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the ground, who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You like that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. Oh no! Why we killed the hero? No! You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there is no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Oh, hold on guys. Give me a second. Right. Victorious underling end? Huh, okay. Interesting. So this is a different branch from the story. Because in the other one, the hero killed the Overlord. This time, he didn't even get the chance. Okay. Okay, we're gonna turn on the lawyer for now. I'm not hungry. So maybe we can see a little more when we do the Overlord. Because I don't think the underling killing the hero was actually a choice that changed the behavior. It was just part of the story, or it's a player choice, I guess, not a behavior choice. So yeah, let's see. You are the Overlord. Let's see. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think, except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans and hope they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the highest standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Ooh. You know what? Yeah, because I gotta unlock it anyway. But, maybe this will change things, but whatever. Get back to work. You give him a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You wake from a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. That underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture. So she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this role puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you'll tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. I'll let her stay. I just want to see what the interaction with the hero is. So, yeah, sure. Let her stay for a while. Although they're pretty friendly. It's not like this is going to any seriously bad road. But I don't know. Maybe when their hero arrives, things might change. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. Oh, this is so cute. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I see the ending now. I see what's gonna happen. This sucks. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing throughout your castle halls. Maiden's getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underling's roughhousing, no big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. Oh no! Wait! Oh, okay. He wasn't killed. by the underling, so yeah, I guess this is what I kind of was expecting at the beginning. Aw, dang. Okay. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Oh no. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing. But you are beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. Oh no! You've had it with these humans, always murdering your servants for no reasons. For no reason, you can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. Aww. Okay. When you regain control, there's nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. Ah, shit. You're alone. Oh. Okay. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty bad.
Sad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sad.
Yeah. Wrathful Overlord end. Okay. Alright, let's reset the stage. Okay, so now we have more options. Cool. So, I think just for the sake of, like, unlocking these, let's just do the hungry. But let's see if there's a way that we can change things. So I don't want the Overlord to be a tyrant, but I don't even think that will make any difference right now if I try just to play for unlocking the hungry. Oh, wait. I have... Oh, okay. I see. Okay, then I have to play from the other's perspective. So... Not hungry, but disloyal. Not tyrant. And not antisocial. Let's see what that does. And see if we can, be more, or at least... Yeah, be a little more pacifist with the hero. Okay. I think this is good. Let's see. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a very reliable and swell guy. Okay, we saw this. Kidnapped. Likely me held captive, yes. Okay. I just wanna like carefully read this anyway because like I don't know if changing some of the behaviors might change something at all about the beginning, but I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this time we're just gonna flee like a coward, just not fight them. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Wait. Okay, so maybe if I don't fight it and then I'm diplomatic, maybe things change? I don't know. Hopefully. Because I think they're friendly. I don't think the demons are bad. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you. Yes! Let's go! Okay. They seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. Oh, but hold on. The underling is disloyal. I tick that box. Ah, okay. So maybe that's what the next bad ending's probably gonna be. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. No, I won't destroy the Overlord. I just want to see how awkward it gets. Ask the maiden what's going on. The maiden explained that she was never actually captured, and that she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. Oh, okay. This seems fine so far. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their Overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. Oh no, oh wait, now there are multiple colors. Is this like like the paths are like converging or something? We have to tell her about this. Sorry, that was the maiden, sorry. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon or underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. Oh, oh no! These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them. At the whole room. And the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden's safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. Sorry, oh god. Can't pronounce things. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. Wait, why? What? In an instant, the whole room is in flames! What kind of demonic magic is this? What happened? Who lit the whole place on fire? Is it the other demons? Because they did want to, like, overthrow her, right? Oh no. Dang, okay. The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. She thrusts her claws into her underling's chest, and it lets out a horrible scream. No, what are you doing? You back away. You will be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look to the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith in a time like this, you envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames. What? What is this ending? Resigned hero. What the heck? Okay.
Why?
I tried to make them as least bad as I could, and they all still died. Which is worse.
Is this like Final Destination? No matter
Yeah,
what you
true. True. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I have diplomatic now. Okay. But the problem is... Oh, okay, wait. I can have none of them ticked. So maybe if I do disloyal, if I untick disloyal, because I did do that, maybe then the other demons won't be coerced, or not coerced, but like they won't feel like they have like the pressures on them to like overthrow the castle, I guess, because I guess that's what they did, right? They lit the whole place on fire. Okay. I will check the maiden's perspective now, because I still gotta unlock things anyway. So, let's see. Okay, we already saw this. Yeah, church, the divine plan. Is going to get captured. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's a real difference here. regardless of what I do, so I'm just gonna introduce myself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. Okay. They agreed to take you to their master nonetheless. Oh, okay. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the Overlord. You explain where you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen, then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along, maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. Hold on, I gotta hydrate, because this one, I will need it. If I'm just gonna do all of the talking...
Can you get a posture check too?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Thank you for the hydrate, yes. I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here, by the way.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, 5 viewers, by the way. Thank you all so much. Okay. Let's see.
No stretching?
Okay. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize... Okay, I already read this, sorry. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you, and you feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told what to expect. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Oh my god, dude, they're so cute! As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Oh wait, did I do diplomatic, or did I just not do anything? Oh, okay, maybe I fucked up here. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. Whoa, hey Zion, hello. Welcome, wow, it's getting crowded here, huh? Oh, he left. What? Oh, he's back. Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm good. Just ate some pizza.
Oh, alright, cool. Nice. We're just playing this game. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. Oh no, what? Oh, They still put the castle on fire, huh? Okay. Stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone's safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. Oh no. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Oof. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. No! Maiden! You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. Seems like a... Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading. Sorry. Seems like a lot are interested in seeing the theater. Yeah, it does seem that way. Thank you all so much for being here, by the way. So are there only bad ends in this game? I think so. I mean, it's called Bad End Theater, so most likely. I don't really know if there's a way you can, like, change destiny. Because it seems like there are certain parts of the characters that are just ingrained in their way of being, so maybe it's just a way of saying that, you know, no matter how much a particular character changes their behavior, it all will just inevitably end up leading to the worst consequences anyway. But I don't know, because like when I tried to make all the characters as like friendly as possible, they all died. Actually, the most harm was caused from just me trying to make them as friendly as possible. So I don't know. We'll see. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stair to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. No, why is this so sad? Oh, selfless maiden and B. Okay. So I'm guessing this is like... Maybe there's like an A? Yeah, maidenless. Yeah. We already made that joke at the beginning of the stream, but yeah. That was actually the first ending that we got, because we were the hero and the maiden just was nowhere to be found. Because they probably got eaten by another demon before, at the beginning. So, yeah, there was no maiden to be saved, so it was just like, okay, I killed everyone, and there's nothing left. But yeah. And there's this thing called NB, apparently, so maybe we can get, like, the same ending, but from another perspective, like, from some other character, probably. We'll see. Okay, let's reset the stage. I didn't, okay. I didn't unlock any other behavior for the maiden. So, interesting, because even though disloyal was not ticked, the castle still was lit on fire, which means that it doesn't really matter if the underling is disloyal or not. That's just something that's bound to happen no matter what, probably. So I guess the plan now would be to try and see if there's a way that I can, like, get them out of there before the castle goes out in flames, but I have no idea what that could be. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be the hero and be diplomatic, and try to see if that changes something with the maiden, or if we get, like, the other perspective of that same ending. So yeah, let's see. This should all stay the same. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we got the head off to adventure, the flee. Yeah, reputation. This is your job. Okay. Now we do diplomatic, right? Yeah. Ask to let you in. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is all the same. Ooh, I could kill the Overlord, but I don't know how good that would be. I think the Overlord is a good person. Anyway, so I'm just gonna play this out, see if something changes. Okay. So now, yeah, we are meant to leave. Okay, this is new. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn her head to ask what the deal is. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relief you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in and you follow to try and stop her. Smoke is so thick, you already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. Yeah, this is like the thing about the behavior of the hero is that I don't think the hero will ever be too charitable towards the demons. The maiden definitely is, but the hero I don't think cares much about the demons at all. So he would be either neutral or hostile. He won't be friendly. So I'm just trying to like figure out like the deterministic behaviors that they have regarding their roles, because there's some things you can choose and there's some things that are just part of who they are. Okay. It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Okay. Okay, so that's not it, because it's bystander, hero, and B. So we are getting the B side of the story, I guess. Maybe that's what it means. Alright. Okay. Oh god, 41 endings. Okay, yeah, we are here for the long run. Okay, let me take another sip. Alright. So we got 3 hero endings, 1 underling ending, 2 maiden endings, and 1 overlord ending. Okay, we should start seeing if something changes on this, because maybe that's what will unfurl the whole B side of the story, or the A side, I guess. So yeah, we have certain things. Okay. Oh, I guess we should try to unlock the endings where, you know, the underling devours the maiden anyway, but from his perspective, right? Because I guess every single ending would have like a mirror image of that same ending, but from their perspective. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do next. So I think this should be left the same anyway, because there's really nothing that's gonna change too much. Well, it is if we eat the maiden, which we will, but maybe that will take us to a different path. Okay. Okay, we know about this. Talking to the Overlord. You set out on your adventure outside the castle. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and she says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Yep, let's just eat her. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. Nyam. The other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see it. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. People are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Oh god. Well, let's put on a show. Since we're at it, let's just go all in. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. Oh, what? He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Okay. Performer underling end. Alright. Is there anything else I can do with the underling after that? Maybe we'll try... Maybe we'll try just not getting in the plot. Or maybe trying not to eat the maiden at first, but maybe if we get another chance, then do it later. Maybe that will change at least like the pacing of the story. So yeah, let's see. Okay, we hear her out. You're in a good mood today, and you're rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Okay, this we already knew. Okay. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. That's what we needed to see. The whole overthrowing, that's not the underlings' plan. They already had done that, and they already decided that anyway. So... interesting. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, that sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Yeah, she's not actually so bad, you guys. Friends seem pretty disappointed, and they apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle, you understand that, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Holy fuck. Damn. They did not give a shit. With friends like that, why would you want enemies? Jeez. Hi Karako, welcome to the stream. What are we doing? We're playing a game called Bad End Theater. It's kind of like a combination between like an RPG, D&D type roleplay situation with a visual novel. It's basically like a visual novel, but it has a lot of like RPG, D&D roleplay elements. Okay, so let's reset the stage. But it's also like there's like a theater theme going on where it's like we can pick the characters and we can like sort of prescribe which behaviors the characters are gonna have, and then we can see like the whole show play out, you know, like a play in a theater. So that way we can get to all the different endings, and most of them are bad. That's why the game is called that way, and we've already unlocked quite a few of them. So we got 9 endings. We've already been live for an hour? That doesn't feel right. No, I think I actually was live for a little less than that, because I started stream quite early, so I should probably like subtract like 10 minutes from that, or even more. But that's okay. So nice, yeah. So we'll see. Okay, so we got the loyal underling. Let's check on the Overlord side and see if we can discover something else from the setup that we currently have. You're the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life. Okay, we already saw this. Except for those pesky humans. There's a role called hero. What's their deal? Okay. Okay. Now, I remember this. I said that I told them to get back to work. Now I'll give them the day off and see if that changes anything. You tell them to take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Well, being the overlord... For a little while, sorry. Being the overlord sure is great. Alright. So, now they should come back with the maiden. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling familiar brought back some company. Okay, we already saw this as well. Just getting very impatient. So is this gonna change something? I wonder. Maybe we'll just get the mirror ending of the other characters. Let's see. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world... Okay, this we already saw. Maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. Yeah. Okay. Wait, were we antisocial before? I think we weren't, so maybe we can try doing that? What do you guys say? Do we do antisocial? Quickly take a sip. Alright, I got no response, so I'll just do the antisocial. You'd love to have... Oh, thank you for the hydrate, yes. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. Gotta stay hydrated, for sure. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. Okay, so they are probably gonna leave. Maybe I'll just have to find a way to figure out if the Overlord can leave with them as well, if we want to prevent this whole shenanigan to happen. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kinds of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. Is it because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. It's funny, because the hero is actually, like, the bad stereotypes of what humans are, but the maiden is not. And on the other hand, the underling is the bad stereotype of what demons are like, but the overlord is not. So that's pretty interesting. And I don't know, I guess the authority dynamic is also flipped, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. But this maiden's different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her all this whole time, and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that. Okay, we already saw that. You can tell if she's into you or not, yes. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero... Oh, wait. Oh. Did we untick the boxes for the hero? I'm not sure. We'll see. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. I don't want to let them go. We'll let them go, and then we'll do it again and keep them there, because that will unlock another behavior box, which will definitely, you know, open up the story a lot more. So we're just gonna let them go and see if we can, as the Overlord, we can escape, because we need to escape. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Why were you gonna sleep now? You gotta go. You need to leave. Yeah, but you gotta get out. You'll die. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? Oh no, because of the maiden. The maiden left. She's maidenless now. She is maidenless. Damn. You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Sleepy Overlord. Yeah, true. How many times has she slept during the story? She slept so much. Until your door slams shut. Oh no! Now she's the only one who's gonna die. Damn. Okay, well, I guess it was naive of me to think that maybe I could have saved this. Or you know it. Everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they roll from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. No, Overlord. Why? Damn, okay. Okay. So we'll do this again and we'll be possessive. Okay. Wait, can we how much can we skip? Oh, okay, we can skip to the next choice, which is good. Okay. Yeah, sure, grant the day off. Antisocial. Yeah, okay. Keep her here. Okay. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You'll tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. Oh no. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. Yes. Oh no, she's scared. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. Take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. Hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Oh no! Selfish Overlord. Ooh. Okay. Well. This is just sour. This one's just like bitter. Damn. Okay. So what else could we get? Let's see if we can balance the endings. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, we have 3 and 3. We need to unlock 1 for the maiden, and then we can probably go in order. Okay. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Okay, so... Since we can do this now... I just want to see... Okay, so we can be the maiden, and then we can do the possessive part. Maybe. But see her or see it from her perspective. Okay, let's see. Okay, introduce yourself. Yep. Ooh, we can be obedient now. Okay, we'll do that next time. I want to see how this plays out first. Refuse to leave. You put your foot down and tell you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you. Okay. Okay, we know this. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives, the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. Oh, okay, and yeah, we have that. Place is far more interesting. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come. Yeah. Okay, then Hero enters the room. Okay. Ah, yes, okay. We're now getting the mirror ending of this one. Okay. But the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. Okay, the hero dies. The Overlord suddenly jumps at the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder. Is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? Oh my god, if she hadn't planted that seed of doubt in her about, oh, maybe I'm evil all along, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Ah, that's so good. The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Oh, no. Captured Maiden and A. Oh god. Sorry if there's noise in my house. There's a soccer match, I think, going on. Anyways, Captured Maiden and A. Alright. Now we have 3 endings for all of them, which means that I could probably start just going back and forth with them and see if we can toy around with certain choices. So... Oh wait, but... I promised that we were gonna do something on the maiden ending, which I think it's... Here, we're gonna be polite. It's, yeah, the obedient. Okay. We will obey. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter Hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You are very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way, and leave in a huff. Sorry. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. Yeah, I hate the hero now. I don't like him. He's so stubborn. At least on this, like, if you change the behavior a little bit, like, he can be like, I guess that's what I said, right? The hero is either neutral or hostile. He's not friendly ever, so. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. Sorry, I gotta take a sip. Thank you all for being here. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. Oh, you are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. Oh god. Wait, is this the same old man that was killed by the underling? Oh. Okay. I see. The crowd is growing unruly. Oh my god. Seriously? You don't understand, you've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. Oh yeah. Now you will become a pariah for siding with the demons. I hate humans. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. Oh my god. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they are the horrible creatures we know them to be, so they say. What? How can, what? Okay. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? Oh god. You wonder how you've missed that before. You're seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. Holy, what the heck? This is worse! This is worse than whatever other Overlord shenanigans would have ended up like. Fuck the humans! They all suck, except for the maiden.
Burn in the castle, burn in the village.
Yeah. Holy shit, Atlas, yes. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. Poor maiden, yeah, I feel like the maiden really has gotten like the short end of the stick on this story. You've always lived honestly. So why does this happen? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. Oh no. You can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. Oh my god! Executed maiden? Oh, what? That sucks. Damn! Yeah, that just sucks. Okay. Well, reset the stage, I guess. So now we have one more for the maiden, which means that I have to get more endings for these guys. Which, probably gonna be easy. I just have to make sure... Is there... Holy shit, that's very unfortunate and very sad for the maiden. Yeah. I did not expect the humans to just turn on her like that just because she didn't quote-unquote fulfill her role properly or whatever. Just because the demons weren't being like the bad people that they said they were, which wasn't true. She paid for that in a horrible way, and she didn't deserve that at all. Anyways, let's see. So what can we do instead to get a different ending on the hero? Can we check? Let's check. Obedient, antisocial. Okay. Oh, okay, so we got these. These are the three, okay. So, beautiful, beautiful. The hero apologizes. Oh, okay. I got it. Alright. So, okay, on that one, I think... what should I set the maiden to? Obedient. Okay. Alright, let's just try. See if we can get something different. Let's do hungry.
A lot of hydration.
Sorry, what?
A lot of hydrations in the chat. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because I'm really straining my voice here, so.
You really are though.
But that's okay. It's not like I use it much outside the streams. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, we'll be the hero. And... Oh, wait. Do we need to set the Overlord to a specific behavior to get more endings for the hero? Oh, no, not the tutorial, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, we definitely need to unlock more behaviors for the underlings and for the maiden, I think. Because we're still missing some. Oh, and for the hero as well. Okay. Right. Well, let's see how this goes. Add reminder. Thank you. Yeah. Just in case, by the way, I don't know if you guys are watching an ad right now, but if you don't want to watch ads on my stream, the way you can avoid that is by either subscribing, whether it's for free with Twitch Prime if you have Twitch Prime, and if you don't have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for around $5, give or take, depending on where you live and depending on the tier you want to pay for. Yeah. Anyways, we might roll ads at some point. I don't know when. It's probably about time, but we'll see. It rolls them out automatically anyway right now, so I don't really have to do much. Alright, let's try the hero and see if this current setup changes things. Let's go auto for now. Or can we do auto? Hold on. Oh, okay, I guess not. Okay. I'm just gonna go full on, like, slaughter everything. Okay, cut through. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyways. The world is much safer with them gone. This is what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing, murdering all her soldiers. Oh wait, didn't we watch this already? Yeah, okay. No, the maiden has to be there. Okay, I forgot. I made the underling hungry, so let's reset. Let's make him not hungry, not disloyal. Not possessive. Let's just try this. Because I think there is another ending where the hero apologizes, right? And I don't think we have done that already. At least not from his perspective. So yeah, let's just do that. Find the maiden you find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You'll look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Oh. Okay, I can destroy the Overlord, but I don't want to do that yet. We'll do that afterwards. Ask the maiden what's going on. She explains she came on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. Oh no. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door. Yeah, we saw this part from the Overlord's perspective last time. So now we're watching it from the hero's perspective. See her army in lifeless bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. I'll apologize. It's all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. Yep. Tragic hero end. Yeah, alright. Reset the stage, and let's do that again. Slay, slay. Okay, and now we can destroy the Overlord here, and then we can try destroying the Overlord afterwards. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. Yeah, no shit! She was being friends with the Overlord. She must be too shy to speak. Huh. Also, I got some snacks, so I might be eating as well. I'm sorry.
No.
She was trying to be friends with the Overlord, yeah. And he just friggin' killed her. Well, I guess I killed her. But, you know, I play all characters.
So you God at this point?
What?
So you God?
I don't know if I'm God, but I definitely have some say in the will of the characters. So maybe I am some kind of god, but we'll see. Maybe the story makes that a little more clear later. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. So yeah, this is supposed to be like the traditional kind of ending, you know, the good quote-unquote defeats the bad, but like, now we know that it's also bad. You're remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero end. That's not a good ending either, because the maiden is not happy. Like, I care about the maiden. Alright. Reset the stage. What about if instead we kill the Overlord afterwards? Okay, slaughter. Ask the maiden what's going on. Okay. Stop the Overlord while you can. You launch forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams. Wait, is this the same? Oh, it is. Oh. Okay, so that changes nothing. Interesting. You are giving to make like the same choice twice. So I think it just kind of tests you for what answer you're gonna give. And if you change your mind, you can still do that. Very interesting. Okay. So we got 15. Yeah, we might get to maybe like 25 or so, depending. We'll see. We'll see. Cause I don't want the stream to stretch out too long today, but like I also want to see what happens. And I don't know if after the 41 endings there's more. There probably is more, right? Okay, let's see.
41 bad endings, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so there's something to do here with the hero, which I haven't done yet. So we got dutiful, diplomatic, and heroic. What behavior here is missing? No, we got what? Oh, maybe none. Maybe none. Right. Makes sense. But in order to get to this, the Overlord has to be antisocial. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Let's skip. Be polite. We refuse to leave. Oh. Wait. Okay, so we did get this ending. Okay. Maybe I have to be obedient instead? Or maybe I just have to choose another behavior for the hero. I just don't know what's here. And this is another behavior for the maiden. Okay, let's see. Maiden begins her story. Maiden meets the Overlord. Antisocial. Maiden chooses to leave when told. Okay, so we have to be obedient. Okay. And then the hero can do something here. Maiden returns to see the Overlord alone. Okay. Alright, let's see if this unlocks another ending. So we need to be obedient. Oh wait. But if the freaking underling is not hungry, what happens if I shout for a hero? You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon is put off by your sudden shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologize. They seem more confused than hostile, which totally catches you off guard. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. Okay. Yeah, we already saw this. So we are obedient this time. Along the way you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord castle is like right there? Let's see. Wait. Okay, so we did get this one. So maybe we have to be maybe we have to be the hero actually. Because maybe as the hero we can do something to prevent this whole thing from happening, right? Yeah, okay. We reset the stage. So we obedient, and we have antisocial. The underling is neither hungry nor disloyal, which is neither here or there, because really it doesn't play that much of a role. At least not on this side of the story. So we want to be the hero. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. What happens if I flee? Oh, yeah, we go. Okay. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back toward the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord castle's like right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explained that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Believe her story? Yeah, we believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. Do you guys think the hero will make them change their mind? The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praised you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There we go. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. Probably. I see. I don't know. The villagers look to you for explanation. Why? God, dude. That's so dumb. I hate that. You politely inform them it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explained that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. Oh my god, dude, I freaking hate the villagers. God. Like, yeah, she has all the right to be pissed here. She clearly is. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. Angie Maiden, yeah, like, what the heck? Oh, here we go, okay. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye out on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright. The mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh. You thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. No. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her, and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. Come on, hero. I mean, this is the only side of the story in which I think the hero has been a little more forgivable. Which sucks, still, but like, ugh. If this is what needs to be done, sure. You valiantly dash after the maiden toward the Overlord's castle. Oh god, yeah, the castle's on fire. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into the demon's territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks. The Overlord's castle's engulfed in flames. You had only taken an eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now. You think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Oh, hero, why? You fucking asshole! Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No. Going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is the A side. Okay, now we got a different one, because this is the A side. The A side. Bystander, hero, and A. Okay. Cool. We reset the stage. I think we can still do something else as a hero, though, in this part, which I want to do just to unlock it and not forget that it exists. So... okay, she can be trusted, yeah. This is the horribly bad part, but the hero is probably gonna have a different ending from this, so... You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets very upset that you think that she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. Freaking hero is so dumb. He's wearing a belt, by the way. He's wearing a freaking belt on his freaking head, which looks so silly. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise, and you stand by idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. She seemed nice though, you think. But the evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Dude! Spectator, hero, and A. Dude, the hero freaking just didn't give a shit. He just didn't care. That sucks. Okay. Reset, and let's do the maiden now. I know I haven't done much with the underling and stuff, but like I want to unlock the endings when I see them, and then once I'm running out of ideas, maybe then we can sort of bounce it back to the other characters. Okay. We will be obedient. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is a different ending, but it's the other side of that. The hero seems to think you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve? Oh, wait, no. I think we did see this one. Okay. Yeah. Wait, so... okay, trusting. There we go. It's because I didn't turn this one on. Okay. I forgot. Okay. Skip. Light. Obey. He's very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you returned to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried, and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued, because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused, and look at the hero for an explanation. He tells them that he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. Exactly, like what the heck? The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Oh my god. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you are conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Oh. We grab the hero and run. We grab the hero and run, because otherwise, at least we will both die, right? If we both go, we'll both die. If I live on my own, I die and the hero lives. So at least we'll both die, or at least he can believe our story for sure. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. But as you approach the castle, you notice something gone terribly wrong. It appears to be on fire. Is the Overlord alright? You have to be sure everyone's safe. You've already taken off before the hero. Okay. So this is the A side of this part, which means that she still dies, and he doesn't, which sucks. You've already taken off? Okay. You scan the fleeing demons. Okay, yeah, we do. Against your better judgment, you rise into the burning castle. Yeah. This is the same, but it's the A side of this ending. Yeah. Selfless Maiden A. Yeah. Alright. So now we reset the stage, and we do the same, but this time we go on our own. Which I guess, yeah, it's not great anyways. Okay. Obedient. Yeah, leave on your own. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. Yeah. You make a run for the Overlord Castle, leaving the hero behind. But as you get closer, you start to notice a tower of black smoke darkening the beautiful blue sky. The castle's engulfed in flames! What in God's name could have happened? Oh, wait, is this the same then? Or is it like a C? Like an ending C? Oh, okay, no, it's different. Or is it? You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stair to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. Oh, okay, no. This is the same. Okay. Cool. Now we know. That didn't change anything. So let's reset the stage. And since we have a lot of the behaviors on this side, let's check on the other. Let's check on the other side, or maybe we could get more maiden endings before we move on to the other side. Let's see. Okay, maiden begins her story. Maiden meets the Overlord. Maiden stays with the Overlord for a while. Hero is dutiful and heroic. Okay. So, main begins. Antisocial. Okay. Antisocial, dutiful, and heroic. And we stay. Okay. Dutiful, heroic. Antisocial, and we play the maid. Yes. Okay. Okay, we refuse to leave. Hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon too. You realize this must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes toward the Overlord, sword drawn. Oh, martyr, we protect! We protect her! We protect the Overlord! No! We get stabbed. You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. Oh, Maiden! Oh, all the Maiden's endings are so sad. You're glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. How quickly the tides have turned, yeah. Sacrificial Maiden, no. Damn. Okay. Okay, so... Wait, so... What? Oh, okay. Yeah, now I can just do the other maiden. And we don't sacrifice ourselves, right? Yep. Okay. Now we do nothing. Hero blade pierces the Overlord, and she lets out a horrible scream. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying it's time to go home. His glove is drenched in blood. Yeah, this is the other side of this ending. Like the mirror ending. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then, you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? Why does she blame herself? Like, besides having all the bad endings, she also blames herself for what happened? No, come on. You exit the castle and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Ugh. Disgusting. Complacent maiden end. That sucks.
Maiden stories.
Yeah. Right.
That run lasted like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Because I'm just like skipping the parts that we already seen.
I see.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if there's people arriving just now that haven't seen all the endings. I'm really sorry, because like if I do every single ending with every single dialogue every single time, not only is my voice going to die like completely, but I'm also gonna take way more time in trying to just narrate every single thing, which I don't think would be ideal, at least not for me. So if you want to know what the dialogues that have been skipped are, the bot will be released when the stream ends. It'll be released tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that. Anyways, thank you for the hydrates. Yeah, definitely, I need it. I definitely need it. Oh. You! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, I love you guys. We're taking a little break. How is everyone doing? How are you guys feeling? Doing alright? What do you think about the stories so far? Drown the dab. Yeah.
Pretty cute game. Very sad.
Yeah, it's very cute, but also very sad. It's very well made. I love the little pixel art. It's really cute. And yeah, the whole aesthetic of this game is just charming and just wonderful. Even though the endings are definitely pretty sad, but yeah. I'm also wondering, there was one ending where, and I guess that's where like everyone is together at the end, and they all die to the fire. On that ending, the colors were all mixed. You know, it wasn't only just, and I guess we did get that right, 'cause, or did we? Wait. No, I don't think so. Oh, interesting. Okay. But yeah, I think there's one where where all of them like converge, and that's why it looks like all different colors. So that's pretty cool. Alright. So now we got 6 endings for these. So we now need to unlock other 6 endings for these two. Alright. So let's see. Okay, I think the underling actually is the one that has the least like ending tree out of all of them, because I think it's the, even though, because I think his role in the story is quite like tangential to the whole story, so that's why his tree is probably a little less you know, sprawling. Let's see. Underling is granted the day off. Underling brings the maiden to the castle. Underling gets involved in a plot to dethrone the overlord. The hero is diplomatic. The overlord's possessive. Okay. So, polite, diplomatic, possessive, and we have to be disloyal. Polite, diplomatic, possessive. Okay. So, polite, diplomatic, possessive, and we have to be disloyal, but we're playing the underling, so we'll do the choice ourselves. Right. So we're not hungry. We're out. And yeah, okay, let's kill the overlord. You tell them you were just joking, and clarified that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. Yeah, we already went through that. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. Put beneath your shield of false confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Oh god. Freaking fake friends here, over here. The freaking demons that just, if you're not with them, they will kill you. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. You figured they'd just lock her up in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs. Useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. Why? No, why? Why would you do that? If you're not even committed to the cause, why would you want to be the leader? Oh god, sorry, I skipped one, sorry. Oh wait, log? Oh, there we go, okay. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head-on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Nope. Wait, no. We just save anyways, just in case. Or I'm gonna save. I don't think I have saved yet. So... okay, return. Okay. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak up to the Overlord's room, but there's a couple of humans in there. You'll watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as ever, or as any, and you launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. Whoa. Who left? Oh, Sharky left. Oh, your shadow, I guess. Yeah. I hope everything's alright. Anyways. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Oh god. Heroic underling. Okay. Well, I mean, that could have gone worse, but then again, the Overlord died, and I like the Overlord. So, yeah. Still bad. Still bad ending. Okay, we reset. What else? Okay. Let's try these branching paths over here. Okay, granted the off. Oh wait, no, it's over here. Okay. Tyrant. Gets involved in a plot to dethrone, disloyal, Hungary. Turns to the castle. Dutiful. Okay. So Tyrant, Dutiful, and Hungry. Okay. Dutiful, Tyrant. We do Hungry. There you go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay. You're a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong. Oh, yeah, sorry. Skip this. Let's overthrow her. No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Okay, we saw this. Counter maiden. Yep, we're gonna eat the maiden. Sure. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, we can change our mind and leave. Okay. I forgot about this. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling, after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, thinking you'll take a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Oh, save yourself. Save yourself, bud. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in the shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from humans or demons. Maybe you'll leave peacefully, alone, in some deep dark forest somewhere. The Surtur underling, he just left. He was like, nope. See ya, bitches. I'm out. Okay. So we got one more ending here, and then we'll try something else. The underling returns to the castle. The underling confirms the plan to kill the Overlord. Wait, okay. So Tyrant, not dutiful. So Tyrant, disloyal, hungry. Yeah, so Tyrant, disloyal, hungry. Not dutiful. So not dutiful. And then we can make a choice here. Okay. So we might get two endings on one stroke here. Tyrant, disloyal, hungry, not dutiful. Okay. Tyrant, disloyal, hungry, not dutiful. There we go. Okay. Let's overthrow her. Hungry. Okay, yeah, we were disloyal here. Oh. Sorry. Okay. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak up into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. Yeah, this is different. Okay. Oh. Sorry. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Well, time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat, so you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you, before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You're the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you had betrayed your overlord. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. Lord Underling Endby. Okay. Yeah, these endings are a little more like complex because the underling story is kind of tangential, like not fully, you know, a main branch. So yeah, the bad ending here would just be like, yeah, now you're the ruler, but you will also risk dying at some point. And also the overlord dying, of course, which is not great. A reset. So we can do this exact same ending. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna head to bed, not gonna lie. I actually like the art style of this game. Yeah, it's really cool. Good night, friendo. Good night, Atlas. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a fun time, at least as long as you were here. So thank you so much. See you around. Good night. Okay. But beneath your false confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Oh, okay, wait, no, this... There would probably be casualties if you fought her head on. And while showy deaths make a revolution... Oh, wait, no, we did see that. Oh, yeah, this is the panel we didn't see. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. Okay. So now we chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. Turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up, and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. Oh god. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. No! He just died burning inside a freaking closet. Cowardly underling, no. Sad. Okay. Alright, we got 22. We're making good progress here. Okay, let's do the Overlord. Okay, the Overlord lets the underling have the day off. Allow the maiden to stay in chat. Diplomatic, heroic. Diplomatic, heroic. And I think we do the good thing. We do the good thing. Okay, diplomatic and heroic, right? Diplomatic, heroic. Then we got this one, which would be martyr. We'd have to change this. Okay. Yeah. Because we already did this one. Okay. Yeah. And we're not anything. Okay, go. Heroic, diplomatic. Not hungry. We tick these boxes because the underling doesn't come into play here. Yeah. And we do the good thing. Okay. Granted the day off. Yep. Let her stay. Okay. Sipping some juice before we're continuing. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. Oh god. He suddenly strikes, cutting through you with his blade. He didn't even hesitate. Ah, you've gone soft. How could you have let your guard down like that? How unfair. After all you've done to avoid this outcome, you can't outrun your destiny. The hero always slays the overlord. Oh no! You should never have trusted a human. You watch as the hero escorts the maiden out of your castle. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. You joined your army in eternal slumber. No! She was actually kind of fine with that, which is so sad. Slain Overlord. Okay. So I think the next part would be just to not be heroic, right? Sad times, yeah. Oh wait, no. Oh, diplomatic, heroic. Martyr. Oh yeah, we gotta make her martyr so that she survives and the maiden does not. Yes. Random the day off. Let her stay. Or you even know how to react. He makes his move, and the maiden makes hers. Oh. She's used her own body to shield you from the hero's blade. Why? Why has this happened? The maiden falls to the floor, lifeless, as the pool of blood beneath her grows. So does your rage. Oh. This hero has taken something precious from this world. You lose control, and the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not yet been sated. Oof, true. You go on to destroy them all, and become the ruler of the entire world. Oh no. Damn, vengeful overlord. Okay. Wow. Wowie wowie. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, let's see. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Okay. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Here we go. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Yep. Okay. Yep, here we go. Tyrant, yes. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down on your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. Okay. Oh, there's a huge commotion. Sorry. Sometimes I don't realize if I'm already on the new sections. You awake to a huge commotion outside. Yeah. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about. You can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the overlord in the first place. Truth was, You were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. Oh, conquered overlord. Damn. Okay. Reset. Alright. So I did this. Hungry. Disloyal. Trusting. Okay. Tyrant. Hungry. Disloyal. Trusting. Hungry. Disloyal. Trusting. Tyrant. Okay. Let's go. Tyrant. Oh. You're awakened by one of your underlings. They brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden. You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visit this place. He believes you and goes home. To your surprise, you figured he might try to fight you, but you're glad to get back to your nap instead. No! Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. Oh no. Oh no. You try to struggle, but you can't tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord. No. Okay. Reset. Okay. Oh, interesting. It seems like the hero is the one that has the most endings. Oh, also, I haven't been reading these. It says, do you have a favorite ending, or is it still too early to decide? They're all bad. What are you talking about? Okay. We have gone past 26. Let me see how much we have. We have 7. Okay. Well, I'll do 1 and 1, okay? So that we get 7 on all of them, right? Even though they have more, these two have more endings in general, but I still want to just keep them like at an even number, and then we can come back to this. Because yeah, I feel like we've gone 2.5 hours. I wish I could do a lot more time, but tomorrow is my first day of college, and I gotta make sure I don't, first of all, destroy my voice, and second of all, that I don't, that I'm not too tired when I wake up tomorrow. So yeah, sorry for that, but I will try to make up for it with off day streams, okay? When we can talk and we can chat and we can probably also play some other games, maybe. I want to come back to Fall Guys just on the off days, because it seems like if I don't have anything else to do, that would be fun. But maybe we'll do art streams as well, because I want to do work on an artwork, a secret thing. Yeah. Anyways, let's get one ending for the hero and one for the maiden. Let's see, what could be the most inconsequential ending here? Okay. Diplomatic, hungry. Okay. This seems fairly easy, and I still haven't got it. Diplomatic, hungry. Nope. Alright. Hungry, diplomatic. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we flee. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Okay, diplomatic. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. This guy looks so... I like him. He looks so cool. He's like so big and strong, but he has like a really cute big eye, like a cyclops eye. I like him. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you, escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlords say that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Ugh. Useless hero. Yep. As I said, the most inconsequential ending ever. The only sad thing is that the maiden still dies. This is such a meh ending, but even then the maiden dies because she was implicitly killed by the underling, right? Cause yeah, he was hungry. Yeah. Okay, maiden. We probably can only get this one because we might need to go further down the underling's skill tree here, or choice tree. I guess this is like the behavior instead. Because yeah, we still haven't unlocked some behaviors for these two. So we might do this. Yeah. So we got. Okay. Meets the Overlord. Stays with the Overlord. Diplomatic. Possessive. Disloyal. Okay. Antisocial. Diplomatic. Possessive. Disloyal. Okay. Antisocial. Diplomatic. Possessive. Disloyal. Okay. Antisocial. Diplomatic, possessive, disloyal. I'm not hungry. And we're the maiden. Yep. Guess polite? I don't know. Oops. Did I do it right? I don't know. Maybe I did not. Hold on. Oh, wait. Can I read the log? Being captured by the Overlord. Oh, okay. This is like, yeah, the Overlord being possessive. We already saw that, you know. The Overlord approaches. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. Oh. Fun. Well, the Overlord stopped, or rather, someone has stopped her. The underling! Whatever held back your screaming before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. Oh, okay, yeah, this was the flip side of this part. This one. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the them? Oh, is the underling Emby? I think so. Yeah, I think the Overlord and the maiden are very like femme coded. Like they're probably like gender female, and the hero is probably male. The underling seems very ambiguous to me, so that makes sense that they're referred to as them in here. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone stopped moving now. The room is silent, save for the underling's heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done. Even though it was awful, you feel like you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. And that's Escaped Maiden and B. Well, cool. Cool. So far, I'm over the moon about this game. It's so cute. It's so lovely. It's the exact thing that I think would fit or fits perfectly for this channel. Honestly, it's so good, and I'm actually surprised at how many people actually came here to watch and like to hang out on the Discord. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do? Yeah, I feel like we've gone past the halfway point, which is good, because I don't know what these things are, and if these things are something important, you know, lore-wise and stuff, I'd probably want to go further past the halfway point here, in order to just, like, have less endings the next time we play, but also have enough time to figure what all of this thing is. Because maybe if we discover these, maybe there's a way to make things better. Alright. So far so good. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. So let's just go back to the main menu and just exit the theater for now. Oh wait. Do we need to save? I want to save anyways, just in case. I think... Okay, yeah. Can we save on the menu? I'm just gonna save anyways, just in case. Also, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is an autosave. Okay. Cool. I don't know what this is though. The queue. That's alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Let's go to the menu. Yeah, let's see. Alright. Yeah, so this has been part 1, I guess, of Bad End Theater. What do you guys think so far? If you're in the call and you can...
It's pretty fun game. Like, it's pretty cute.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? I really like the whole style and the dialogue and the whole like branching stories. That's all really cool. Anyone else has anything else to add?
It's a super cute game.
Yeah.
With its aesthetics.
Yeah, it is really cute. Yeah, props to the creator, by the way, for the, or I guess the artist. I don't know if the developer and the artist are the same person, but either way, props to the developer and the creator or the developer and the artist for making this beautiful game. Really nice, and I can't wait to finish it next time we stream. I'm really sorry to cut this stream short for the reasons I already mentioned before, but I hope you guys are okay with that, and I think a two-parter would probably make the game feel a little more, have a little more room to breathe, and maybe if we finish the game a little sooner than we expect next week, then maybe we can talk about it, and maybe we can theorize about the different endings and all the different things, because I really think there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about it anyways. So yeah, either way, thank you all so much for being here, for hanging out, for sticking around, and for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I think we're gonna raid someone. So yeah, let's see who we can raid. Let me get on Twitch. Thanks for the stream as always. Yeah, of course, man. I'm always down to stream. This is a content day, so I'm also. Oh God, wait. I hope OBS hasn't crashed. Nope. Okay, it's still good. Sorry. Yeah, I want to provide as best content as I can, and also for the people on YouTube. I can't understate how happy I am that we actually have managed to... Sorry, is my model glitching out? Sorry. I can't understate how happy I am that we've almost reached like 260 followers on Twitch, and we are about to reach, or I think we have 161 subscribers on YouTube. That's insane. Thank you all so much. That's incredible. That's awesome. And yeah, as long as I can keep going, I will do my best to provide you guys with some good content, either here or on YouTube, whatever is easiest for you to watch in. But yeah, Anyways, let's see who's online right now. See if we can rate someone in particular. I don't see really anything. Do you guys have any suggestions? Cause like maybe we could rate someone that maybe chat or you guys in Discord want to see.
No, my name.
Nope.
see.
I follow so many people and you're the only one streaming.
Oh, okay, wait. Taka's online. Let's rate Taka, let's go. Okay. I think they just started, wait, no, I think they have been streaming for a while. That's so weird, they didn't show up on my Twitch thing. But yeah, they're streaming right now, so yeah, we're gonna be rating, Taka Heavy. If you guys want to say something in their chat, just say, Dab, or that Dab sent you, or that Dab says hi. Sorry, I got my food. Yeah, let's rate Taka, and yeah, if you want to say something, say Dab, or that Dab sent you, or that Dab says hi. But that's up to you, of course. Don't worry about it. See raid. Taka, maybe. They're playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which seems like a cool game. I haven't played it myself, but it seems cool, and I think it's from the Borderlands franchise, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Pretty cool. Taka, here we go. Let's raid. Go raid. Oh, mature audiences, just in case. Mature audiences, just be mindful. Just putting it out there. But yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and without anything else to say, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you another day. Goodbye, everybody. Love you all.